Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to another episode of Music with Nick. I'm super excited. We got a marathon here by Michael, and I wanted to say thank you, Michael, for sponsoring this video. And I'm super excited about these artists. And I do have a couple of notes that I want to read that Michael provided. Usually I don't do it too often. You know, I'll read a little bit because I don't want to make the intro too long, but these are really cool facts and I wouldn't have known. For example, here we're going to start out with Kate Bush. Pull out the pin from the Dreaming album. It says here, one of my favorite Kate Bush songs tells the incredible story of a Viet Cong soldier killing Americans during the Vietnam War, features the most amazing bass and Pink Floyd's David Gilmour on backing vocals. So sometimes I don't pay attention too much to the vocals, so I wouldn't have known. And then of course, maybe I would have said, oh, he sounds like David on the backing vocals, but you see, that's like just stuff that you usually don't pick up. Then Tori Amos, Tear in Your Hand, 1992. From Little Earthquakes, another killer track from Tori's debut. This boasts a gorgeous arrangement and is one of my favorite breakup songs. So here you go. Also Kate Bush, 1982. Happy Rhodes, Save Our Souls, 1995. From The Keep, originally released 1993 on an earlier Happy Rhodes album. It's essential you select this 1995 version from her album The Keep. Happy has recorded this gorgeous song that shows off her incredible vocal range 3 times, so make sure you pick the right one. So I think I did. It's from 1995. I hope I got the right one, but because I do have the album pulled up, Save Our Souls is the song. Yeah. Then Jane Siberry, Empty City, The Speckless Sky. I hope you enjoy this cool, slightly progressive rock influenced song from Jane. It's a bit out there, but it's pretty cool. All right. Thanks for the warning. Wendy and Lisa, Why Wait for Heaven, 1990. From Eroica, the guitarist and keyboard player from Prince's band, The Revolution, are back with great psychedelic track from their 3rd album. Thank you so much, Michael, for those notes. I do appreciate it. When it's not too much, I can't read too much notes, but when it's like this, you know, short and sweet, I love it. Thank you so much, because basically we got all the albums out of the way and also a little bit of trivia there for each artist. So give me just one moment and I'll be back in 1 second. All right, here we go. And I also love the fact that this is marathon number 2 with the same lineup of artists. I guess Michael just, you know, wanted to make part 2 with the same artists, same, I mean, I guess maybe the order is a little bit different, but I think I do remember that first marathon, and I think it's a great idea to, you know, continue and do a second take. So here we go. Thanks again so much for this, everybody watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, everything you guys do. All right, so here we go with the incredible Kate Bush. I love her to death. What an amazing artist. I haven't really heard that much, but what we've heard so far is just like, she's just one of a kind. So here we go with Kate Bush. Let's go.
You learn to ride the earth when you're Sugar jelly drops that are popping what he won't see. He's big and pink and not like me. He sees no light, he sees no reason for the fighting. With my silver bullet, with my silver bullet. I had not seen his face till I'm only feet away. Unbeknown to my parade, I look in American eyes. I see little life, I see little wife. He's striking by one soul in me. With my silver bullet, with my silver bullet.
Pulling on the pin, pulling on the pin. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just one thing in me, oh, and I.
Pull out the pin,
Just one thing in me, oh, and I.
pull out the pin.
Just one thing in me, oh, and I. Just one thing in me, oh, and I.
It's insane. It's so complex, this music. Everything that's happening, like the helicopter, and also like the like with the bass, I think it's a stand-up bass. I would have never known that it's David Gilmour. I mean, you know, it could be anyone with a lower voice register. I would have never understood the lyrics. The delivery is very fast, so I have to pay a lot of attention to catch everything. And also there's distortion in the lyrics. And just the way she delivers everything is so like, it's so bizarre, but it's so good. It's so Kate Bush. It's so unique. That it's almost a little bit challenging to understand her music. Now she does have 11 million listeners. I don't know, because of course her fan base is massive, but also that show on Netflix, Stranger Things, her song was basically in almost every episode of the last season. So since it's a very 80s, you know, inspired show and a lot of kids watch it, I think that also boosted her fan base to new numbers, and I'm so happy that occurred. I think that song that they play in the show was like number one. I think we even reacted to it. It was I don't know, is it on this one? I don't really know. So I would have to listen to it, but I'm really happy to see 11 million monthly listeners. I don't know if that's new people or older people from before, but this is very, very good. I'm loving this, and it's just like I said, Kate Bush is very, very original, and sometimes, yes, she does sometimes push, you know, the envelope, and when it comes to, you know, being like, it's not very mainstream. Like this song, I don't know how well received this would be on the radio because it's so complex, and people sometimes don't want to deal with complex music. They don't understand it. They don't get into it. They want something very easy to understand. And so this song is, I think, more on the progressive spectrum of songs. So, but I'm loving it, you know, so let's go. Now that guitar almost sounded like, I don't know, like, you know, like flies or something. Okay, we didn't want to start yet. So yeah, it was almost unsettling. I don't know if that was David as well on the guitar, like playing like the diminished runs. It felt like, yeah, it felt like unsettling. Like, I don't want to be here, you know. I don't want to. I don't know. It really worked. It gave the song, and also the distortion in her voice is something like, you know, it's very, very unsettling, and it just works, you know. So kudos again to the selection. I don't know if I would have listened to this by myself. I do own the record. It's actually down there. It was sent to us. Thank you again so much. To the person I don't remember, I can't recall right now. If you send me the CD, please let me know. But yeah, great track. I don't know. I can't really say it. I would like put this on repeat. It's a challenging song. It's just very obscure, you know. It's just, and not just because I know the lyrics. It's just like the whole vibe around the song. But this is what Kate was going for, you know. She is that artist that she can pull it off. So that's, I love that stuff. Now, Tori Amos, Tear in Your Hand. Let's go with her. And also 1 million monthly. So all these artists are quite popular still, which is awesome. Let's go with Tear in Your Hand.
So you say you don't wanna stay together anymore. Let me take a deep breath, babe. If you need me, me and me will be hanging out with the Dream King. You said hi, by the way. I don't wanna leave, you're leaving, 'cause me and Charles dancing like the same ice cream. I think it's that girl, and I think there are pieces of me you've never seen. Maybe she's just pieces of me you've never seen. All the world is babies, I tell you there are pieces of me you never see. Maybe she's just pieces of me. You've never seen where all the world is. The black of the blackest ocean, and that tear in your hand. Oh, the world is dangling, dangling, dangling for me, darling. You don't know the power that you have. That tear in your hand, tear in your hand, with that tear in your
Very good, very good. And it even says here in the notes, it says between the orchestration meditations of Kate Bush and the stripped down poetics, I'm sorry, of Joni Mitchell. So basically, even like, this is information that the artist provides, or maybe a review. Let's see who wrote this. Okay, like a reviewer. But you see that they do kind of like compare her with Kate Bush and Joni Mitchell, like something in between, or that she has a little bit of both. Very cool song. It was a little bit difficult to follow the lyrics. I know Michael said it's a love song, and I did hear, a breakup song, not a love song. Well, I guess it's the same thing, but it was a little bit hard to follow because of everything that was going on, but a beautiful thing, beautiful song. And it reminded me, and I did look up because I was like, I've heard it before, of course, but I wanted to see a little bit more. If I've heard her like in like movies, and she's in like a dozen of movies, like her songs. So like Mona Lisa, Smile, Escape from LA, Twister, Higher Learning, etc., etc. So there's even a documentary about Kate Bush. So she's like I guess I've heard her voice elsewhere, not just here on Spotify and in front of here doing the video. But yeah, I loved it. Love the song. Great artist. Very, very good. Just as good as Kate Bush, I would say. I mean, she has that range and beautiful, beautiful way of delivering, the song. I really liked it. So now Happy Rhodes is next. I'm very, very careful here. This is from The Keep, the 1995 version that Michael wanted, Save Our Soul. So don't worry. It's 6 minutes long, and that's the one that you wanted. Let's go. Boom.
Give to you a disco of gold. It represents the dreams we hold. We'll tell our children what to do. We'll show them how to listen for you. Please feel free to call. We'd feel
Here we are reaching out for radiance, looking for a salvation. Pity our emptiness.
Save our souls. Oh, 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 save our souls. Oh, 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 save our souls.
We think that we're superior.
Beautiful, like atmosphere here, like the keyboards, the guitar, you know, the arpeggiation here, beautifully. And then also what it says here, this is a little bit, it says with an upper vocal range that rivals Kate Bush and a lower span that runs alongside Annie Lennox's song. Annie Lennox, songwriting, multi-instrumentalist, and studio engineer Happy Rhodes possesses a 4-octave instrument that sets her apart from most of her peers. That's insane, because I was like, wow, that's literally like Kate Bush, and then she goes super low. Not that Kate Bush can't do it, but it is, I mean, I noticed it, and then I read here a little bit about her, and really, really cool. I'm loving this. It's very, very gentle and just great music. That's like the stuff I would love to write, you know, if I could only write lyrics. I can write the music, but with lyrics, I don't know. I've never been like a lyric person. I've been more like, I express everything through music when I compose, just like instrumental music. But let's continue.
We think that we're superior to every living thing. It can be lonely at the top, so we look for higher praise to sing. Won't you just say hello? We'll give to you a cable show. We have the weapons to intimidate you. If you look fine, come on down and see our zoos and refugee camps. And it's worth your time. Oh, pity our emptiness.
Save our souls. 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 These ways.
Please feel free to call. A weird feelings await you on. We are the number one offender of species on planet. But here we are reaching out for radiance, looking for salvation. Oh, pity your emptiness. Save our souls. Save us. Save our souls. Save ourselves. Save our souls. There's a beacon in the sky meant to catch your eye.
Wow. That one note right there, that literally sounded like opera, like alto, you know. Wow. Really, really good. I don't even know what to say. I think if I would have listened to this on the radio, I would have thought it's Kate Bush. I'm sure if I play this to Alexis, she's gonna think it's Kate Bush. She just has that same register. But yes, when she like went down into the lower register, she's like that, like it's insane. And then that soprano, like, oh my god, very, very cool. And I love just very, very beautiful music. I love the guitar, those little notes here and there. Very cool, very, very cool. Thank you so much for the reintroduction, Michael. Thanks. Let me know again. I know the comment sections are going to be full of people. So okay, let's continue with Jane. I don't know if it's Siberry. I think it's Siberry. But I could be wrong. This is Empty City. Now, give me 1 second here real quick. Slightly progressive. It's a bit out there. Okay, so that's the one. Let's see. It's not going to be too bad. I like prog, so here we go.
The outline of the city, the sheerness of its height. I thought that I was kidding when I said I love the sight. I love the skyline, towers rising from the trees, white bars on a blue graph, not exactly flapping in the breeze. Cast upon a great white plaza, filtered down through architects' maps. A stand of glassy superstructures on the sprawling city flats. Streaming to the blue sea, sky, gleaming like beluga, beluga, reducing the teeming atoms and shimmering in the heat. You have your camera. Hope you have some paper. 'Cause if no one gets this down, then it's gone forever. Gone
affection no one pours. I feel I'm rising higher. I must be in the clouds by now. I knew it when I saw it. I picked the right office tower. I feel I heard it lift off, break away from all the rest. It's lifting its great heaviness. Hope you have your candle. Hope you have some paper. 'Cause if no one gets this down, then it's strange when I think about it. Whether I should write of birds and flying.
I love it. I don't even think it's too out there. I think it sounds a little bit like Genesis. I love, but I guess later, without being too poppy, I think I love all the synth, the boom boom, boom boom boom. I love that stuff. I don't know. I'm very comfortable with this music. It's like, I don't know. I would say, and this is kind of weird, but this is for so far the song I don't know, maybe enjoyed the most. I don't know. There's something about it. I'm into prog, It's not that it's not really progressive music. It just has a lot of different effects and kind of like time signature changes. Not even that many, but I don't know. I guess it's not too sad, and it's just a little bit of, I don't know. It's just very comfortable, this one. Now, this is not saying that the others were not good enough. They were all amazing, but this is one, I guess, that I feel I would listen to a little bit more often. So that's, I guess, already a win. But again, I always listen to the marathons 2 or 3 times once I do the video, just to let everything sink in, and then I put them on playlists and stuff like that. But this is a great song. This is very good. It's not even that out there. Let's go.
I should write of birds and flying things. I always try to avoid it. Reminds me of dumb girls and bad poetry. Well, I'm not perfect. I don't know what moves me. Maybe I'm gonna die soon. A secret known only to, not even me. I wanna live forever. I fear maybe you don't. I fear that I will lose you, leave me here to carry on alone. That's why I'm not that surprised that one has broken away, has lifted from the silent earth and carried me away.
I mean, it's very unconventional, but I like it. It's like there's this one band, and I keep talking about them. I'm just gonna do a reaction by myself. Magellan, they played this kind of prog that is just like, it's like there's like one. they play this piece of music, and then it completely changes into a different style of music, a different rhythm within a couple of seconds, and you're like thrown off. This is what happens here. It's very unconventional, and of course a lot of people are going to be like, what the hell, like totally took me out of, but if you understand like prog and you're into that kind of stuff, then it's completely normal. Yeah, like, you literally expect these moments to happen. It's like, I don't know, it's very good. I love it.
Except not really crystalline. Sort of domino-like, but not really. Life is a tall white building, lifting from the silent earth. It's carrying a message, carrying it away.
I love this. This at the end reminded me a lot of Steve Vai, and I would say Frank Zappa. I'm not very familiar with Frank Zappa. We've only done like 5-6 reactions, and but Steve Vai is like, like Frank Zappa was almost like his inspiration to do what he does, and the music of Steve Vai is very complex. I would say it's very progressive, but not like it's more like experimental. It's more like, if you call Frank Zappa prog, I would say it's prog, but it's also very jazzy. It's just very, very out there. Frank Zappa is just one of those artists that you have to you have to ease your way into. And then once you get it, you're like there, It's like with Alan Holdsworth. It's not... Alan Holdsworth is just... I don't know. I heard one song one time by Alan Holdsworth, and I hated it. I was like, this is the worst. And everybody's talking about this guy being the best. And this is just awful. And then I heard another song, and I was like, oh my God. I totally get it now, So it's just some artists are just... harder to get into. Jane only has 51,000 monthly listeners. It's a lot less than any other, but this is good stuff. This is very, unfortunately, unappreciated, because you can see it by the views, or people are just not into that kind of music anymore, unfortunately. But I love this one very much, Empty City. Now, this is the last one, Wendy and Lisa, Why Wait for Heaven? I wanted to go over Michael's notes. Okay, Prince's band. Okay, cool. All right. Again, thanks so much. It's a little bit of a guide, but if it's small and sweet, because overkill, it kind of spoils the experience. I don't want to know who they married and when they were born and all that stuff. It's just like, it's not, I can't remember that, and I can't read that in the introduction. It's just, I can read them by myself, I can read all that stuff, but I'm not even like, it's also like, you have to think of it this way, like not every music is for me, right? So sometimes if I listen to a song, I don't want to know their backstory, like, at all. And then I listen to it and maybe I'm done. Like, I'm good and I liked it, but I don't need to know everything they've ever done. So just keep your information, short and sweet, just like this, like Michael did. And then I can, appreciate it way more than knowing like they've played with like 100 of artists and they've done this and they tune their guitar to this note, and it's just information that is not important at the moment. Maybe once I get into it, but so please, if you write anything, if you want to write anything at all, just keep it short and sweet. Thank you. Okay. All right. Wendy and Lisa, Why Wait for Heaven? Here we go. Very cool. More guitar like based, guitar like oriented music. And I did like it, like the distortion, there was some solos, some delay, you know. I did enjoy this. Not my favorite of the bunch, but I think I'm still gonna, I never do this, but I would go with Jane. Happy Rhodes was just amazing. Just her vocal range was amazing. Kate Bush, and then Tori, and then Wendy and Lisa. It doesn't matter. You know, I love them all. They were all great songs. This one was a little bit more straightforward, just in music. Like, it was just such a departure from the proggy Empty City. But I did like it. All great artists here. Thank you so much, Michael, for this reintroduction to these artists. I hope you guys enjoy this marathon. Let me know what you think. Which is your number one? Again, it's not a competition. And it's also, I mean, those are the ones that Michael chose. I just don't like when people are like, oh, you should have played this. No, like he literally meant, and it took him a couple of minutes at least, you know, or 15 or 30 minutes. I've spoken to some people. It takes a long time to choose 25 minutes of music or just 5 songs. It is a challenge, you know. So please, like, be kind and don't be like, oh, you play like the you know, don't do that, please, because I don't know. Just don't do it. If you can, avoid it. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you like the channel, if you like what I do here, you know, if you're into reaction videos at all, some people call it like, what did I read yesterday? That they should ban us. And like, what a hateful person. Like, it's time to get reaction videos banned with a bunch of bullshit. And, you know, I'm sorry for the word, but and I was like, wow, this guy's so mad. Like, he can't enjoy someone listening to music for the first time, you know, and giving his opinion. Like, that is too much. Because maybe I'm smiling, I'm happy, you know, I'm in a good mood. You guys are in a good mood. You guys get your own smiles out of this, you know. It's like, oh, this guy, he really like kind of missed the mark here, or he totally got it. That's the beauty of when I see someone react to my music. I'm like, oh shit, like, you know, I'm like, here comes the part, here's my favorite part. What will he do? What will she say to this? And sometimes they totally miss it, or they totally get it. And that's the beauty of seeing somebody else, you know, listening to music that you love. Or it's like it's like when you sit, you know, you show your spouse or your girlfriend or your, I don't know, your friend, your favorite movie, and you're like just looking over, like waiting for his reaction. It's like something's gonna happen and you're like, oh god, you know. Like when I watch my favorite movie and suddenly something happens that I love that moment, the best movie, the best of the scene of the movie, you're literally looking at your friend or your girlfriend or your wife. What does she think of this moment that made such a huge impact in your viewing experience, you know? So that's it. It's just like a human thing that people just love to see other people's reactions. So I guess the reaction genre, the reaction video, is a beautiful thing, you know? And yeah, maybe when I got into YouTube, I would actually never watch YouTube. And then I saw, oh, people react to this. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I don't know. And then the first time I saw it, I was like, that's actually pretty cool. It's a cool concept. I would never do it, but and then when I started uploading my videos and they would get blocked because I would upload entire concerts and stuff. And then Alexia was like, why don't you react to the music? Like, why don't you show it to me? And since we're talking, they can't take it down because it's fair use, right? So we're not doing the copyright infringement. They do get blocked. I just saw that my Phil and Gary Moore video got blocked, but you can dispute it because you say, hey, this is not, I'm not like just putting the songs up on YouTube. It is actually something, we're doing something here, we're reacting and we're talking about it. Sometimes it's musical value, sometimes it's just what we feel, you know. I don't want to get too technical. I don't want to talk about scales and stuff like that. It's just for people that don't study music, it's just nonsense when you get too technical. Oh yeah, this chord, and he's adding here, and he's like taking away. I do sometimes talk about a little bit of musical theory, but very as little as I can, because for the normal viewer it doesn't mean anything, you know. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Michael, for this awesome marathon, and I'll see you guys in the next video.